right. We are here and ready for our live. Let me know if you are here live or if you're going to end up watching the replay. Definitely share it out to your friends. This one is a really fun live. Another success story interview for us. She has utilized teachings from personal coaching to be able to get her results just before anyone asks. And some of the personal coaching that, she received, we do teach some of that in Manifestation University.
We do.
So really, you have an ability to improve your life in either manner. But as you guys jump on, definitely say hi. Like I said before, share it out to your friends. And I don't even want to waste any time because this live success story is going to be so good. And I value everybody's time on a Sunday, so I'm not going to take up too much of anyone's. But I want you to just introduce yourself, first letter initial if you want, or a pseudonym of some kind. And honestly, I'd love for everyone to just kind of get to know you a little bit, get to know a little bit about your story, where you were when you found me, what kind of encouraged you to get the personal professional help. And we're just going to build from there because I want everyone to get a really holistic background of where you were, what you were trying to manifest. Maybe even we can start with where were you before meeting me? And then we can go into like what changed when you found me. And we'll just build from there.
Okay. So can I start now?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, yeah. So hi, everyone. Hi, Persis. Hi, Kim. So you can just call me May.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to do my best to summarize this. And if I stutter, I'm sorry. So basically, before I found Kim and Persis in this whole manifestation world, I was very lost in terms of, I was really struggling with my, let me start over. So I don't even know how to, okay, so I would say, I'm going to just say it straight up. So the stuff that I manifested, what I wanted to mainly manifest was appearance change and like weight loss. And then there were other things that I was also able to manifest along the way, which I will explain shortly after this. But mainly my problem was appearance change and weight loss. And before I met Persis and the manifestation world, I was always struggling with like my body. I had body image issues, and I'll be very honest, like I suffered from an eating disorder in the past. I've been trying to diet like 8 years, my whole life, and I was just in a really bad spot. I would look in the mirror and just say like, oh my God, I'm so fat, I'm so ugly, like why is this happening to me? And there was always some type of like self-blame, and like I would just hate looking at myself in the mirror, and I would just kind of carry on with my day and constantly just look at other people and comparing my body to theirs. And it was always like, I was never happy with myself. And then I came across Persis, I think it was like 2021-ish. And then I started looking into law of attraction, and then there was something called law of assumption. And I kind of like tried all these different types of techniques, and obviously like nothing really worked out because I didn't really study the actual like meanings behind it. And then
Makes sense.
I found Persis through TikTok, and then I would just, I followed her, but I didn't really do anything. I just kind of scrolled, and she would always come up on my For You page, like even if I wasn't like consciously like clicking on her profile, but she would always pop up, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to give a chance, and I'm just going to take a look at her page. So I just looked at her page and like took a look at like the things that she was saying. And I think the reason why I didn't first do anything or take a step into it is because I think my brain was just so like jaded that like it was like, there's no way appearance change is going to happen for you. You can like never manifest that. Like girl, it's been 8 years. You cannot do this. Like just don't do it. And
That's a long time.
I was carrying that on for like another like year or two, but then I was still so then I was like, maybe I can just do this by myself without the help of like Persis or like Kim or like the manifestation. Like I just wanted to try it myself, and I would try to do these affirmations myself without really getting like an understanding of how it works, and like it just wouldn't work. So I tried dieting for 8+ years. I tried doing law of assumption or law of attraction for like a year, and then the weight just kept piling on. And I was even in a worse state. Like I was terrified to go outside. And I think what really like got to me was, in some of your lives, like clients who come to you are the ones that always say, Persis, just tell me what to do. Like, just tell me what I have to do to make myself feel better. Like, I just don't care anymore. I just want to feel good.
Yeah.
And I think I was at that stage, and I was like, oh my God, like, Kim, like, Persis, like, just tell me what to do at this point. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of feeling this way. And I think that was when I realized, like, I have to get help.
Yeah.
So then I hit up, I hit up Kim, and I think I was talking to someone who helped me out, who gave me suggestions at the time in the sales team, and we were talking about like the packages, and I felt like I needed, rather than group coaching, I need something more personal, because I feel like I'm a very sensitive person, so like I need some type of like specific guidance along the way.
Makes sense.
So then, and then, your personal coaching was like booked, and I was like, darn it. Cause like, I think the next time you were booked was like a month or two later, but like, I didn't want to wait that long, obviously. Cause I'm like, I need help now.
I know. I always tell people, I'm like, if you're ever thinking about coaching with me, there's like a 1 month wait to even talk to me.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like, I was like, damn, like this is insane. But another thing I noticed is, before like I decided to do this, like I would join in your lives like once in a while, or like I would watch it on YouTube, and then I would always watch the ones with like, live coaching call with mom, and like, I don't know, just something about like Kim's voice like really stood out to me. Like I really liked her voice in the lives, and like I just felt so comforting and like nourishing to like hear her like be with you and like support you at the same time. And I'm like, I wouldn't mind having Kim as like a personal coach either. And like I just have a really soft spot for moms, and like I was like, I don't mind getting coaching for mom. And then I decided to look at the other options, and then I saw like coaching with like Kim and Sam, and then I was like, oh my gosh, like she's available, like I need to take her. And then I was able to set up an appointment with Kim, and then we talked on the phone, and I'm not surprised at all. She was so warm, she was so nice and understanding, not angry at me. Like if I were to go to a personal like coach at the gym, he probably would have been like, oh well, this is your fault, like you need to step up your game. But Kim was just like, oh, I totally understand where you're coming from, like weight loss, blah, 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 it takes a long time. And I really appreciated how like patient she was with me. So we were just like talking on the phone, and I was just telling her like the same thing that I'm telling you guys, like 8 years of like dieting and failing, and then 1 year trying to manifest this, and it's like not going anywhere. Like I just don't know what to do.
Yeah, you were trying to do things on your own, but the way you were doing the affirmations or routine just wasn't working.
Yeah, and I think my main problem is I would say the affirmations and like look in the mirror and be like, where is it? Like, where is it? I need it now. And like that's the total opposite of what you should be doing when you're manifesting.
Not only that, but it's like a lot of people, like I think they underestimate, just because there's a lot of free information out there on the internet, that if you're doing a routine or if you're saying affirmations, but if you're not saying them correctly, they're not going to have any type of impact on you. So you can say them for like 5 years straight until you're blue in the face. And it is going to be something that, my dad, what's really funny is my dad says this to me, and it's funny because this comes into my head as you're talking, that like, there's a difference between doing something and doing it correctly.
Oh, Dad always says that.
How often does Dad say that? Oh, gosh, I'm becoming my father.
I resonate that. I honestly, and I think I'm doing it correctly because the weight has like dropped. Yes. Like I just think it's like amazing how like it's like, oh, why can't I just do this earlier? Like, why did I like put myself through that whole stress for like a year? Like, oh my God, what was I thinking? Yeah. So throughout the process, like Kim, I think the problem with people who are trying to manifest is they overcomplicate it. So I was always trying to overcomplicate it by saying all these different affirmations that just didn't resonate with me. And then I think what Kim did was and I think my problem is like I just wanted the results right away. Like I just wanted to get it done right away. And I think the key thing that Kim told me was like, you got to take it slowly. Like it's been 8 years. You can't just rush this process. And another thing is you have to do this for yourself. Like you cannot do it for other people.
True.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so true.
That really got to me. Yeah. Because when I said those affirmations on my own, like before I did this, like when I was trying to like do this on my own, I would say these affirmations to get the approval and like validation from others. Like I wanted people to know the weight loss. But then Kim was like, no, like you have to do this for yourself. You're doing this for yourself. You have to be stronger. It's like, the whole point of manifestation is like it's all about you, and then it'll reflect on others, and like that really hit me. And then I was like, yeah, like this whole time it's been about like other people, like me people pleasing others, but I'm like, no, like this really has to be about me.
It really does. And when you got that to click, like things moved very quickly.
Things moved so quickly.
And that's like the point. That's the point of like difference between doing something and doing it correctly. But yeah, tell us a little bit about how quick things moved. You know, I want to hear about it.
Yeah, it's oh my God. I guess in terms like mentally, like the moment I started saying these affirmations, like so obviously like the first day or two, it's a little hard because you're not used to saying like these affirmations. It's like, wait, what? This doesn't make sense to me. But like, I just kept persisting and just, you know, saying my affirmations like 2 to 3 times a day for like 15 minutes to 30 minutes, like every day in front of the mirror. And I started to notice like that negative like emotion that like I always had when I woke up, or like the first thing in my head when I wake up is like, what should I eat for breakfast? Like, what should I eat for dinner? That was gone. Like, I don't even have that anymore.
That's funny.
The mental aspect of it is like, it moves so fast. Like now when I wake up, I'm like, oh, I don't want to go to work. But in the past, it was like, oh, what should I eat? What should I eat on the way? It's like the food obsession is gone. So that's one thing. I think other things that moved for me was I just don't I don't pinch my body or like look in the mirror and look at like the flaws, because it's like I don't see any flaws anymore. I'm just like, oh, my body is like totally fine. I'm like, what? I really like my body. Like, what the heck? Like it was like an instant click, and I'm like, why was I so hard on my body? Like, I think my body looks fine the way it is, and I think that's where the acceptance came. And like once I accepted how my body looked like, the food cravings, like the non-hunger food cravings, like went down. I was able to eat like ice cream in the morning without really feeling anything. I was like, oh, it's just ice cream, I'm just gonna have it, you know. And like the overthinking went away. Like me comparing my body to other people, that's like gone. And like when I go out in public and I go like, you know, go for like a walk or like a stroll during like lunch hours, I just don't look at other people's body parts. I don't even look at mine. I just kind of walk as if I already have it. And so in terms of the mental aspect, like that's the part where like the food obsession and the comparison and the body and touching is like gone.
Good.
And then like the more physical aspect of it is, I guess like it's just the whole embodiment of it. It's like I start to feel like, oh, wait a minute. If I'm having all these wins now, and I think this is the biggest like shift that ever happened. It's like, wait, if I'm having all these wins now, like doesn't that mean I already am the person that I want to be? So it's like once I hit that win, I was like, wait, having all these wins means I'm already capable of being that person. I already am that person. And like, I just shifted so fast to that. And it's like, I'm in such a good mood in terms of like food. And like, my pants, I think I dropped like a size or 2 down. Like, I didn't weigh myself, but like, a thing about my body is like my body structure is the type where if I lose weight, like it's pretty noticeable, like on the arms and like thighs. And even when I try on pants, it's like big on me. Like, and it's like, did I try to diet? No, I was just taking care of my body and just appreciating and accepting myself and just embodying like the person that I already am, or I was meant to be, like the 2.0 version of myself. And that just made me really like, I don't know, I just felt so peaceful. And then I was like, you know what, that's it. Absolutely. Like, that's all there is to it. Like, I don't have to try because I already have it. And my coworkers were like, oh, like you're so like slim today, like you have a really nice body. It's like I didn't even ask for that validation, and I like got it.
And it's amazing when we don't need the validation, and when we really give it to ourselves and we accept ourselves, we love ourselves, we do things and we do things correctly. Like so many different things of what you're saying right now makes so much sense. And when you came to those realizations, which maybe some of them you might have known superficially, maybe some of them not, but it's different to work in a one-on-one container and to just have that support in your back pocket to be like, you know, to like, oh, I have a question. Oh, this is like an issue. Like even in the beginning when you spoke, you were like, I want to get this and I want to get this really, really, really fast. And a lot of times it's like you realize like, okay, that's coming from a place of lack. And it's like just having that support in your back end. Because the truth of the matter is, if you're ready to be disciplined and if you're ready to take radical accountability and responsibility for your own well-being, you will benefit like tenfold. And weight loss and changing your body, dropping pant sizes, you know, your skin, your body, everything's looking good. People are validating you. And what you did to get other people's validation was you validated yourself. And isn't that the most like elegant way to like explain everyone is you pushed out, as within, so without. And when we came to these, when we came to these realizations one by one by one, like a domino dropping, you know, we got it. And when it clicked, and when you allowed yourself to be like, you know what, but I'm embodying that person now. I have other wins in other areas of my life. I'm embodying that person now. I'm trusting that version of myself. I'm walking around as if I am that version. I deserve that. I'm worth that. Whoop. That's called a quantum leap right there.
Absolutely.
That's called a quantum leap.
Yeah, and I didn't think I could get that quantum. Because think about it, I've been dieting for 8 years. I've been trying to manifest
for 8 years, and you got it how quickly?
One month she worked with me.
1 month, 30 days.
30 days.
Actually, even less than 1 month, because I was still in the process of talking.
I was going to say, I thought it was about 3 weeks. 21 days.
Like 3 weeks, yeah. So
21 days to form a new assumption.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just
and the
saying.
thing is, I think what I want people to know is, like, I think once you actually fully, like, realize and believe that you are the version that you already are, everything just slowly becomes so easy and peaceful. Like, you no longer have to worry, and everything just naturally comes to you.
Yeah.
Like, it's so peaceful. Like, I just can't describe it. Like, it's like I just never have thoughts about my body. Like, that's just crazy.
After 8 years, I'm sure it's pretty crazy. It's pretty mind-blowing, because what you couldn't get in 8 years, you got in 30 days. And I know that that's not even all you got. But I do want to say, I know you got more. I know we have more things in our back pocket. But I wanted to ask, just based on this alone, pretending like you didn't get any other movement in other areas of her life, but stay tuned. Be back in a second, because there's going to be a lot more success. Do you feel like, and this is just your honest opinion, do you feel like, I think you went for the 3-call package, right?
She did.
So the
she went for the queen package.
The queen package. Yes. So the queen package is $999. Do you feel like that investment was worth it?
Yeah, absolutely. Because if, like, I think it's totally worth it. Like, because for me, it's like, okay, to be honest, it is, for some people, it could be a lot of money.
Yeah, for some
people. But then
people
for me, it's like, it's more like, okay, I can pay this amount, and it'll work for me. Like, if I succeed in it, that will, because, like, it's like, if before I did this, let me tell you, I would always, like, Uber Eats and, like, buy all these foods, and, like, I would spend more than $999 in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I do get what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's like, it's worth it. I'm investing $999 for something that is going to be forever in my life, versus if I don't invest in it, I'm going to continue to spend money on food that I don't need in my life all the time.
Exactly.
So now it's like, I've saved tons of money.
You're going to save tons of money. And that's what I want people to see it as, is it's like, it's an investment in yourself. You invested $999 and you got your confidence back. You got your fulfillment back. You got your happiness back. I can hear you on the phone, like, with your smile.
Yeah, she's really.
I can feel I can feel that pep in your step. Yeah. I can feel that happiness. And imagine if someone said, pay me $999 and you're going to be happy with yourself and happy with your body. Yeah. You probably would have given even more. You'll be like, I'll pay anything you want. Just allow me to stop hating myself, because that's a very miserable space to be in.
It is. And it's like, I feel like even $999 isn't that much now that I think about it, because I'm like, oh my God, I've used like over $2,000 on like food one time when I used to like binge eat all the time. So it's like, I'd rather pay the $999 to get the permanent results,
And invest in yourself, because you're the one that's going to benefit off your hard work. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're the one that gets to go forward from this coaching and just be happy and radiant in her body and confident and attracting all these other things. So I guess this is where we'll transition into what were some of the other things that, because your body moved already in 21 days, you had time to go over other things. So I'd love to hear what are some of the other areas that came as a consequence of you working with Mom.
Yeah, so I think, like, while I was getting the movement, part of me was like, oh man, I still kind of want to, like, manifest other things too. And then I just, I wasn't overthinking it. I wasn't nervous. I was just like, oh, hey, Kim, hey, Mom, I just have a question. Like, can I also just like try to like manifest like the 2.0 version of me having a lot of money? And she's like, yeah, of course you can do that. You can manifest anything you want. And like, I was just kind of like, okay, I'm just going to do it. Like, because I got this body, like this weight loss and like appearance change. Like, I might as well. So let me just try the money thing, okay? Like, I wasn't even like having any doubts. I was just like, let me just try it, and if it doesn't work, it's not a big deal. So I wasn't like, I like detached from it. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, makes sense.
So then like the affirmation that she gave me, it was like, I won't say here, but it's like I just try to embody myself like as if I already had the money.
Yeah.
Or like I was already living that rich life. And then I kind of created my own little affirmations, but then I also got, your money like coloring book for the money affirmation.
I do.
So I actually purchased that a while ago, but I never used it. And then I just decided to open it up and just color. And then there was one affirmation from the coloring book that I just wanted to like use and like pair it up with mine. And I think I used a total of like 5 to 6 money affirmations in total. It's a mix of like what you like gave out it's a mix of what you gave and then like just kind of like my own version of it. And I just started saying it for like a few days, and then like so during the day I have a salary job. Like, it's obviously I'm not gonna like, it's like a regular full-time job, but I do something on the side, like my side job. And like, oh my God, like the moment I start saying those affirmations and the key is to not overthink and just detach from it, letting it go and just believing it. And girl, let me tell you, like, I went from making like $200 like a day, and then it's like, I think I made like, well, it's hard. Oh my God. And I'm still getting calls from clients like asking for my service, but like so usually I would make like $200 like a day, but now I make like in a week I'm capable of making like $2,000, and right now I made $4,000 in like 2 to 3 weeks.
That's crazy.
$4,000.
Yeah. So you've basically like, what is it, 3 to 4 ROI for her investment?
What is it?
Like her return of investment.
Yeah. So
yeah, absolutely.
Times.
Yeah, and today I made $417, and this was like only in the morning.
Yeah, this is just your morning hours because you only work this 4 hours a day. Right?
She works it a couple times a week.
When I work.
Yeah, like, okay, you choose when you work. I thought so.
So it's like I work a few times a day. So like
Makes
even
sense.
like so it's like a few days a week, and then I just already made $4,000, and I think it's crazy how like it was just coming in, and I was like, what the hell is happening? But then at the same time, I was like, you know what? I'm not surprised because Mom said I can manifest anything. So it just came to me like, and it just feels so natural now.
Yeah, absolutely. And the beauty of it was that you didn't make it complicated.
No.
You surrendered the how. You just came to that peaceful thing of accepting that we are embodying that version of ourselves right now, and that there's nothing else I need to do.
No resistance.
Yeah. Exactly, and that was a money thing, and like it just, I don't know. I feel it's like I think the key to this was the detachment is one thing, and the embodiment is another thing. But I think you also said in one of your videos, I've seen so many of your videos, but it's like you have to feel like you deserve it.
True.
You have to feel like I deserve to have this money, and like once you just convince yourself that you deserve it, it just comes in.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Without even like questioning. Yeah.
Absolutely, because money responds to your energy and what you expect and believe and anticipate about it. So if I believe like I deserve more and I'm embodying the version of myself that's already got more, well, that's going to be a powerful inoculant because now my 3D reality is going to go to work for me. I don't have to figure out where or how or when to get the money. The money is going to be attracted towards me. And this is why I like to teach people like how to attract what you want in your life, how to attract the dream life or lifestyle of the 2.0 version of you. And this is also the basis. I know you're not in the program, but just to give you like and everyone else a little teaser, but you've also gotten a little bit of the teachings that we even do in MU, because MU is very identity work based. It's very identity work based. It's identifying where your current identity is and identifying where your new identity is and getting to pinpoint exactly what is blocking you, what beliefs are blocking you, what version of your habits, your behaviors, that unconscious programming. And then we go into realigning yourself. realigning yourself to the version of you that is able to receive easily. And then we teach you a variety of different techniques to elevate you to the most attractive version of yourself, where you get to have it all. You get to have the money. You get to have the body. You get to have the love,
SP.
or SP, or whoever it may be, whoever deserves you, whoever deserves your attention. And I just love that. And I think it's just so incredible. And then obviously, as we do this work, and I'm sure you would agree as well, but bit by bit, in whether it's in university or whether it's in personal coaching, you're going to learn how to think differently and feel differently about what you want. So that way, thank you, lovely lady, you're going to attract differently. So that way, when you get what you want, it's sustainable. You get what you want to keep it, not get what you want to lose it. And when we teach you these variety of different techniques, and when we pinpoint exactly why and where you're blocked from attracting what you want, and we do that with the attraction equation, then guess what happens? We see in your mindset where you're creating resistance, and then we teach you how to shift your energy to attract what you want, and teach you basically how to get your desire to be attracted to you. So that way it comes in. You're attracting it in. Your level of magnetism is bringing it in. Everything is coming towards you. You don't have to go towards it. And that's the ultimate level of relaxed safety, detachment. Like just knowing that it's already done. And I think you described that so incredibly well.
Yeah, it's like mind-blowing, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? I'm not surprised, because this is what I deserve to get.
You're living a good life. You're living the high life now.
Yeah.
You're living the high life.
Besides the money, I also had an SP change too, which is like mind-blowing.
SP
came in too.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's so nice. SP came as well.
I'll keep this one short because I don't want to waste time. But
no, it's okay.
I have an SP, and so like it's not an SP that I want. It's an SP that I have, and he's like my boyfriend and stuff. But things haven't really been going well with me. I mean, we're okay, but sometimes we get into like little fights and arguments here.
Yeah.
Just like every couple does. And like Persis says, like it's pivotal to realize that to not get personally offended by when these arguments happen, and like your partner is a sign of the things that you should fix or like work on. Like it's not like if you guys are getting into a fight and like someone makes a mistake, it's very important not to take it as like, don't take it personally, and like work on it, or like figure out like what the issue is, or like what's your limiting beliefs, right? And it's just I feel like the fight itself was something really silly. It was very minor, and like I kind of spiraled because at the end of the day, I talked to Kim about it like on our last phone call, and she just kind of right away she was like, she's like, yeah, so I'm seeing that like you don't feel good enough, you don't feel prioritized, like you don't feel worthy. And like I couldn't even disagree with her. I was just like, yeah, you're right. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, right.
Well, my bad.
An ace is an ace, you know?
An ace is an ace. A spade is a spade. I feel unworthy right now. Okay, fine. I'll accept it. No, because...
The thing is, like, when
sorry.
you said that to me, I was like, yeah, you're right. And I was kind of like, no other way to sugarcoat it. I can't make up excuses.
It's funny that you say that. I'm just popping in for 2 seconds, but I want you to keep continuing, because it's funny, because the sad thing is that, and I'm just making a small digression here for 2 seconds, that like sometimes it happens very, very rarely, like maybe 1 in 1,000 calls that we get out of all the coaching packages that we have, someone is actually like not happy that we are just telling them like what's wrong, because I think they wanted to be validated that they were doing everything perfectly. But the truth of the matter is, the reason you're here now is because you don't have what you want in your life. So if we're to sit here and lie to you, like that would be completely dishonoring and disrespecting you, your money, our time, your resources. So we always like to shoot straight, and we hope no one ever comes across as like offended by that. But the truth is, we don't really say it in a bad way, but it's like, we've got to tell you what you're doing wrong. Like if you go to the doctor and like the doctor puts you under an x-ray machine because like it's like maybe you sprained something or you fell in a bad way, and we have to report that you broke your ankle, like, well, there's only like a couple different ways to say that. Like if you broke it, you broke it. Like I can't do much about it. Like I'm just the reporter here, you know? Like I'm just trying to tell you.
Observing.
I'm just telling you what's happening here. You know, I'm just saying what's happening in your body.
No, you're totally right. It's like it's I'm doing this like coaching to not like get validated, but to just hear the truth and like what's wrong with me, like what's wrong with me, like what is the limiting belief?
Why are we not attracting what we're wanting? So I love that you you took that on the chin like a man, you know, like you were like, you're like, listen, it is what it is. Like, yeah,
like, you're right,
basically.
And then and then she was just like, okay, I'm gonna like she sent me some of the affirmations, and like I think I was so focused on like the appearance change, and like I was so like hyped up about the money, like the love, I guess like the SP / like love concept, like I kind of didn't really focus on to some extent.
Obviously.
And, like,
I mean, I don't think anyone's manifested as many things, and I'm not meaning to pop in here, that you have in 30 days. Because she got SP, she got money, appearance
and weight loss.
Yeah. And it's like, dang, son.
I know.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, I was about to say, like, I would tell myself, like, it was one of the, so I actually have, the Lucky Girl Syndrome course?
Yes.
I actually did that class, and, like, that really helped me, too, and there was one affirmation that I really resonated with. It was something about, like, having the most beautiful skin, like, hair and voice, and, like, girl, let me tell you, someone said the same exact thing.
That's so funny. The thing is like, I really want to bring that back just as a replay, maybe even. Because when it came to the Lucky Girl Syndrome, I really put my heart and soul into that group. And I made a document of like 300 plus affirmations for that group.
Yeah. No, those affirmations are so powerful. I really recommend people like look into the Lucky Girl like Syndrome class, because a lot of the affirmations, like those affirmations really helped me too.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And, when I told myself I have beautiful skin, my hyperpigmentation definitely lightened up, girl. Like I see it, and
that's
it's
amazing.
Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep telling myself it, and
clear skin, banging body, fat, pockets, SP on her arm. So anyway, continue with the SP thing. So basically, SP came in, and he's just been like a whole new man now. He's just been more lovey-dovey.
He's been like, so I think the thing with my SPs, he's really not good at expressing himself.
Okay.
And like, that's one of the things I really want him to be more of.
Okay.
Not fully, like, I want him to be a little bit more affectionate, but I just feel like he lacks that. And like, that's what we were talking about. Like, that's what we kind of argued about. And I just felt like I wasn't good enough. I wasn't worthy enough. And then like, Kim was like, okay, girl, like you just don't feel good enough. You don't feel prioritized.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, yeah, you're right. And then
my bad.
Like, okay, I'm just going to give you some affirmations, and like, you're going to say it. And the thing what Kim said is, I promise you, like, if you just say this for a week, like he'll come back differently. And then like, I just believed her, and I was like, okay, I'll just do it. And I think, she gave it to me, like, I think it was like, I don't know when she gave it to me, but like, I think when she gave it to me, like I struggled to say the affirmations like the next day.
Okay.
And then I was kind of like, this feels weird. Like, I don't know. And then I was like, you know what? Like, screw it. Like, I'm just going to say it. Like, who cares? Like, I'm just going to say it. Like, I'm not going to lose anything. And I think that's where, again, the detachment, like I detached from it again and like didn't really overthink it. And then like the moment, like, I was laying in bed like at night that day, like the next day. So it was like she gave me the affirmations the night before, and then it was like the next day, and I was like struggling to like really follow through it. And then that night when I was laying in bed and I was just like, I'm just gonna say it, I was like, the moment I said the first affirmation, like he sends me a text and he's like, hey babes, like, can we, like, do you want to talk right now? And I was like, yeah, are you sure? Because we were planning to give each other space, and then we were planning to talk like the day after, but he just wanted to talk like a day before. And then then we went on. We're also long distance too, so that's also another factor. So we were on video chat, and then like, I think my thing is manifestation is like one thing, but then also just like owning up to your mistakes and like admitting like your weaknesses and vulnerabilities is also another thing that I like to do when it comes to relationships. So like, I would apologize, and then like he apologized, and then I was like, so is there anything, like, I was just like, I'm sorry that we like argued the other day, and it was coming from like the apology was coming from like not like the lack of self-worth, but just like a genuine like apology, like, I'm just saying this, like, I'm apologizing to, not because I want your validation, I'm just apologizing because I truly feel like sorry. Because in the past I would have just apologized to just get that validation and like just feel worthy or like good enough for him, but this time I just apologized because I'm like, you know what, I'm just really sorry.
Yeah.
And then I was like, is there anything that, like, you want to tell me or, like, you want to say? Like, it's okay. And, like, I was being really understanding. And I just felt really good and, like, at peace at the same time. I wasn't nervous at all.
Yeah.
And he was just like, and oh my God, he was just like, oh yeah, like, I just want to say, like, I do appreciate you and, like, I want to be with you forever and ever. And, like, he never said that.
That's so sweet.
Yeah,
That's
and
really
I was like,
so
wait.
sweet.
I was like, wait, what? Are you like, I was like, wait. And I was taken back to it. I was like, oh, wait, really? And he was like, yeah, I really like you a lot. And, like, I want to be with you forever and ever. And, like, he started becoming, like, kind of like, I could see that he was becoming vulnerable. And, like I was just like, oh yeah. And I was, like, fully convinced, like, yeah, this guy's not going to leave me. And that made me even more, like, my assumptions or beliefs, like, stronger. Like, yeah, this guy's not going to leave me. He's
Yeah.
not going to leave me.
Absolutely.
And now, yeah, and that's what happened. And, like, I think ever since I got that confirmation from him, like, he would never say that to me.
Yeah.
Like, usually it would just be, like, a typical conversation without any, like, lovey-dovey words. But, like, the fact that he said something so deep and meaningful like that, and the argument wasn't even, like, a big, like, serious deal.
Right.
The fact that he said that was, like, really moving for me, and I was very touched by it. And I said, like, well, I want to be with you forever too. And then we're totally fine now. And, if I ever have, like, slip-ups or I feel like I guess it's more like I just don't have any doubts that he's gonna leave me. Like, it's just, I know he's gonna stay with me.
I mean,
so that's what happened.
That's amazing. There are so many wins in this success story, and I hope you guys go back and listen to all of them. But to summarize some of the people who maybe came in late, she originally came to us for appearance change. Weight loss, however you would want to put it. Yeah, she ended up losing the weight within, like, 21 days, dropped down 1 to 2 pant sizes, slimmed down her arms, like, got her ideal appearance, cured her hyperpigmentation with my lucky girl syndrome also. Like, above and beyond that, she did money, manifested thousands of dollars within her service-based business. Above and beyond that, she got her SP to come back. And it's not that he was necessarily gone. They were already in a relationship, but things were a little bit rocky because of everyone as you pushed out, and she was not feeling worthy. She was not feeling good enough. So she got her SP to say that he wants to be with her, like, forever and ever. And now she's confident. She's glowing. She's got the body. She's got the money. Her job is thriving. Her SP is in love with her. And this is just, like, such a huge, like, 30 days really has an ability to change your life in a positive direction. And I tell people 90 days. And sometimes people take a dump on me that, like, oh, 90 days, why are you putting a time limit on things, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, listen.
We're not putting a time limit. We're just stating facts.
The only reason I'm saying what I'm saying is because, and this can maybe just clear things up permanently, is, like, I know what it's like to be a student. I think people forget I'm still a student of the law, just like how you're a student of the law. No one is above the law. And for me, one of the things that I suffered in my student time frame, like before I actually became a professional proper coach, is that I realized how easy it is to manifest something. How often, and you can admit to this if you feel comfortable, if you resonate with it or not, but how easy is it, and people in the comments let me know as well, how easy is it to, like, go find a couple creators, start, hodgepodging things together, DIYing it yourself, and starting to, like, try to get some type of movement in your reality? And how easy is it for 6 months to pass by and you're still watching those videos and you have nothing? How easy is it for 1 year to pass by, 2 years to pass by, 3 years to pass by? I had one person on a live once tell me that she's been manifesting love for 21 years. That's the ability to birth out a child and grow it until their drinking age. The reason that I say 90 days is not to put a time restraint on people, but to tell people that you can have a completely and totally different life in 90 days, because the math is mathing. And for me, my basis of it is based on my 1% better daily rule. I teach it and I preach it in all my coaching, my university, everything like that, even if you're at rock bottom. And this is the thing, even if people don't like my 90-day rules, oh, you shouldn't put this, you shouldn't put that, da-da-da-da-da. Like, listen, at the end of the day, even if you're at rock bottom 0, the one thing you can't dispute is math. Because if you're at 0 and every day you commit to 1% better, at the end of 90 days, you're going to have your desire. Because 90% is way above, beyond, and more dominant. You should honestly have results after 60 days. So you're lucky I gave you 90 days. I gave you extra time. I gave you time to relax. I gave you time to go to the beach. I gave you time to drink a pina colada. Okay, like I gave you above, beyond, and more. And that's the only reason I say what I say, is because the more time you spend trying to get the desire, rather than just fast tracking yourself there, the less time you're spending with the actual desire. And pardon me if I'm wrong, but I thought you guys wanted to spend more time with the desire and not more time trying to get the desire. And this is where I just like to be this beacon of, I don't know, how would you want to put it? Like maybe I just want to be like an encyclopedia of knowledge to people. And the truth of the matter is there are so many people on this planet that don't need coaching, don't need a program, don't need anything. But the only place that I come from and where I solve people's problems is if it's beyond that time frame, beyond 90 days, beyond 6 months, and you're not getting anything. The reason I say what I say is just because of math and science. The likelihood of you continuing down the same path and all of a sudden on day 500, it just clicks and it just works is very slim to none. Because if what we're doing in the beginning isn't showing us anything after 90 days, nothing at all, or it's getting you things, but it's not consistent, it's not stable, you're not actually feeling better, becoming better, attracting better, well, if we're being shown that what we're doing right now is not working, what we do know is what we continue to do will yield the same results. And if you're happy with the results, then you should stay with the same results. And if you're not happy with the same results, you should definitely owe it to yourself, provided you have that type of desire and you have that type of love for yourself, to find someone who resonates with you to pursue it. Because otherwise, you'll be on this same live 5 years from now without your desire. And I'm just trying to be the person that encourages you that you should go after what you want. You should have that standard for yourself, because the only truth of the matter is that either you acquire the knowledge to get it yourself, but then again, some people's knowledge that they have is not capable of getting them there, or you have someone else do everything for you and present it to you. And that's what it is. And that's just what I think, and that's just what I believe, because at the end of the day, I've spent so much of my life wasting years of my life on things that I could have done sooner, and I regret it. But if you feel like you're not going to regret it, then maybe it's not for you, and maybe you don't need it. But I'm only speaking to the individuals who want results, like in 30 days or less, 60 days or less, 90 days or less. Because the truth of the matter is, like, we had a girl we talked to yesterday. She's like, I want to get my SP in a week. And I was like really scared when I heard that. And I was like, okay, well, if you want to get it in a week, what are you doing right now? And she detailed like what she was doing right now. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know necessarily if that's going to be able to get you there, but we can try, and we will continue to try to help people who want to be helped. That's what our job is. That's what we thrive on. That's what we love to see. We come on here with these success stories to show off our clients who have utilized the program and have utilized investing in themselves, and they've taken it to a different level. And you have manifested thousands and thousands of dollars. And it's not like this knowledge is something that you take away at the end of it. You're going to carry it on with you forever.
Yeah, I agree. It's a thing. It's like, okay, like it's worth the event. It's worth the investment, because if I get one thing, I can manifest other things that can make me like, I can just make so much more. Like $999 is not a big deal. Yeah. I can get so much more out of it.
Listen, I'm so happy for you. I know we spent time above, beyond, and more, but I hope that you are, I know that you are, I can hear it in your voice, that you're just above, beyond happy and more, because you deserve it. I'm glad that you took these teachings and you ran with it. As always, we tell people to do exactly what you did, and you listened. You had an opportunity, you had a crossroads to come in and say, you know what, this is challenging, I don't want to do it. But I think sometimes investing in yourself also makes you disciplined. It also makes you be like, hang on a second.
Accountable.
I'm not going to just like let my money go in vain. I'm going to show up for myself. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to ask questions when need be. I'm going to get the most out of it. And you did. And I'm so happy for you.
I'm so proud of her.
You've done incredible. You've literally done incredible. You should be so proud of yourself.
And I have to say one more thing before. I know I went over time, but you know, when I got the personal coaching with Kim, I actually told myself, like, deep down, I'm like, I hope one day I can show up on Persis Live.
So many people are manifesting coming on my lives. So many people are manifesting that. You're not the first one to tell me that. I love that.
Yeah.
And we made it happen.
Yes.
We made it happen, girl. You did it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Kim.
No, you're very welcome.
It was so nice. And I can't wait. And I can't wait to continue to work with you guys in the future, because I do have other things I want to desire, and I think I need a little more help with that too. But
yes,
absolutely. Listen, anything you want to add on or get, go for it. We are here for you. We're excited. We love when people come in and then they're like, oh, so what you're doing is working. I want to stay.
Yes.
I want to keep going, actually. Hang on a second. And so, absolutely. Like, we even have mentorships, like year-long mentorships, 6-month mentorships. You can renew your package or get anything else, but we're happy to have you in our world and continue to just create magic with you.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it, and who knows, maybe I'll be in the live again next time.
Yeah, I know. We're going to have to do a part 2.
Absolutely, girl.
We're going to have to do a part 2.
You take care. I'll talk to you soon.
I really love this, and I hope you guys have
You're
too.
welcome, honey. Take care. Bye. Bye-bye.
This is such an incredible motivational story of someone overcoming so much. 8 years of having to live in her body that she hated and that she spoke poorly of, and then manifesting a new body, manifesting clear skin, manifesting so many different things. And it's a testament to she was ready. The student was ready, so the teacher appeared. And in this instance, the teacher was coaching with Kim and Sam. And if you guys want to get access to coaching with Kim and Sam, you absolutely can on my website. All you have to do is just go to manifestwithpersis.com/mycoaching, or it's linked in the bio, and you'll see coaching with Kim and Sam, and they have a variety of different options. Mom and dad's coaching, I know some people are just more familiar with me, but I want to make sure that you understand they are above, beyond, and more qualified. Our clients have manifested $20,000 months in their business. They are very high caliber individuals, doctors, lawyers, surgeons, authors. I've worked with public figures as well. I see a lot of comments down here that I just bought your journal. I just bought your journal. I'm so happy to hear that, because that journal is such a labor of love, and you're going to learn so much from it. And you can partner that journal. If you do have the journal, I definitely want to humbly ask you to give it a 5-star rating. It is on sale for $27, and it's available worldwide. So if there's any resource you want to just dip your toe in the water to see about me, the Law of Assumption 90-Day Journal is the basis of my work. It gives you structure, mental health check-ins, abilities to evaluate your self-concept rating on a scale of 1 to 10. It teaches you a lot. There's a regular edition and an extended edition. Both are honestly next to identical journals. I just wanted to create like a slightly varied version, because a lot of people gift them to friends. A lot of people buy the journal for one desire. I know someone recently manifested money off of that journal, and then they'll want to do the journal again. So they don't want to have to go through the same journaling prompts. There's scripting areas. There's even a mini routine that you can do embedded into the journal. Was writing in my journal today, and I love it. Beautiful. I paid full price, and it's so worth it. Yeah, it's an amazing labor of love. And it's such a good supplement, because I know, Janet, you're in the Manifestation University, and how convenient is it to have the journal and the university side by side? It's really, really, really convenient. But listen, I really hope you guys have enjoyed this a ton. Like I said, Mom is there, Dad is there for coaching. I am there for coaching if you want to take a peek. Or Manifestation University, we have upped the ante. Instead of 12 hours of coaching Q&As with me, I've become even more crazy, and I'm offering more than 20 hours of Q&A in the next 90-day refresh of this program. And you will also get a little self-concept evaluation. So if that sounds like something you guys want to do, 90-day transformation, link is in the bio. Everything is in the bio. Writing our visions helps us focus more on what we desire, and whatever we focus on magnifies. Absolutely. Does that include past calls as well? So the day you sign up for MU, you will get access to all the former live recordings. You will have access to all new live calls for 90 days. And you get the entire condensed library of information that teaches you how to start to think differently, feel differently, believe differently, and shift at a core level. Because if you're not having a foundational change, it's going to be really hard, and it's going to be really difficult, because then you may get it, but if you're not shifting at a core level, you're risking losing it. You have to shift at a foundational level. Like if you think of a house, if the foundation is cracked, anything you build upon it will eventually collapse. We want to make your foundation strong, and we want to shift you at a core level. Because when you shift at a core level, the change becomes permanent. And so that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that you have that mental mastery at the end and that permanent embodiment of the 2.0 version of yourself, because that's what it will take to keep it. How many people, if you guys may know also, get something and then they lose it? And that's because they didn't go through the process like fully, or the desire was more important than their own well-being. In the program, we teach you how to put you on the pedestal. We teach you how to attract the love, the body, the man, whatever it is that you want, the thriving business. It's important to build a strong foundation within. Absolutely, Erin. It's about having a strong, positive mental attitude. And it really is that. It's that fortitude, that unwavering fortitude of, I am not going to fail.
I have the tiger.
I have the tiger. I have the tiger. I really have loved this a lot. If you guys have any more fun success stories that you've gotten off of my teachings, definitely comment them, or go and hang out with me on my Instagram, official Manifest with Persis, and go give a follow over there and DM me your success stories, and we can have you on live as well.
I do have maybe another success with my other girl.
Okay.
Next weekend.
We can absolutely do that.
Yeah.
I got my ideal body. Oh, Reza, I love that for you. We can do your success story next as well. We can do your success story next as well. There's success all around us. Like, I like to call us the success community, because success is just everywhere. If you hang out here long enough, you're eventually going to start to get it. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your Sunday, and I will talk to you soon.